It all started on a Saturday afternoon when I was allowed to go in the cash desk at Poore's of Acton. When I left school in '68, my father I approached and said, could I join the business? And I had some very wise, I was going to say old, experienced people that in most cases have been with Poore of Acton for 50 years. And I was able to very much learn a lot from those experienced people. After about 10 years, my father then handed the reins over, disappeared into his office and let me get on with it. The real highlight in the industry is the people, the banter, the camaraderie and the fun that comes out of it. I think the industry is always interesting. There's some very interesting people, and I've always enjoyed the challenge of dealing with customers because they used to pay my wages, and also the challenge of screwing the best deals out of suppliers, which I'm sure the suppliers really enjoyed. There was so much within our industry that was fun, and I think the people, my work colleagues, that really made life worth living. I always enjoyed and liked to get outside the four walls of the office because I felt it was beneficial to me, the business, and in the case of the Rainy Day Trust, which was the RMTBS, of course, and to put something back to those that are less fortunate than ourselves was absolutely ideal to me because it was something that I felt one was able to help other people with, and it got me out of the office. I was meeting people from the industry, with helping with BHF and NMBS and things. That was always enjoyable to me. Although we were a small business, I felt the business gained more out of that, and certainly with the charity angle, that certainly put cream on the cake from my point of view because you knew others were benefiting. Being master of the Worshipful Company of Builders Merchants was clearly a great privilege and an honour to even be asked to do it. It was an amazing year. Too many highlights to really list. One of the great things from the livery point of view was the challenge 18 months previous of putting together the Lord Mayor's show float, and that was really spectacular. And I suppose the pinnacle right on the end was actually being at the Tower of London with the poppies, with Her Majesty the Queen, and being introduced to the Duke of Edinburgh. That was spectacular in itself and very humbling. But one knows the builders merchants industry is thriving and going forwards. That 85% of all the materials in London go through builders merchants, big and small. The future, as far as I'm concerned, is very bright. Hopefully it's going to be very relaxing, but certainly family, sport, holidays, and actually having a chance to look after myself. I've got my own challenges now, looking forward to them and looking forward to spending some time with the family. We've got the first grandchild on the way. So at last I've got time to do some of the things one's always wanted to do. I'd love to keep in contact with all the people in the industry because to me the whole industry has been about people. I've made so many good friends through the industry. Good luck to everybody in the industry. A massive honour, a real privilege to have been even thought of within the terms of a Lifetime Achievement Award. Clearly, when you see within the industry what a lot of people have achieved, and following somebody as high profile as Peter Hindle last year winning it, from a massive business to be probably one of the smallest businesses in the industry, one couldn't be more thankful to those that voted or indeed put me in the frame in the first place. It's very humbling, and you know, I'm very appreciative of receiving it. Long may it last.